to tackle. We got to tackle, and we have to be, we can't be one-dimensional. If we can spread the ball around a little bit to some different players, and we can make the plays on the line of scrimmage and tackle their running backs without them getting extra yardage, we're going to be in real good shape.
All right, Coach, best of luck.
Thank you, Todd.
And that key to the game is brought to you, as always, by Leominster Monument. Leominster Monument in Lunenburg, locally owned with on-site quality craftsmanship for over 40 years. At Leominster Monument Company, memories are forever. Online at leominstermonument.com. All right, we have about 8 minutes to the top of the hour. The band is coming on the field, as is the student cheering section. Football teams will be out momentarily, so we're going to step aside for just a few more minutes, and when we come back, it's coin toss time on homecoming weekend here from Doyle Field. As always, you're listening to the countdown to kickoff on the K-Zone, WPKZ AM 1280 and 105.3 FM.
Yeah, you can film this, make sure Andy brings up the crowd mic a bit. Yeah, what is that for? Are they waiting until after the food comes out? In this case, we come in.
Sun has faded to the horizon, of 0-2.
This kickoff is sponsored by Iola's Kitchen Tire Air Service. 94 Motor Drive, Pittsburgh. Iola's after service for brakes, lines, and exhaust. And such brands as Michelin, Uniroyal, BMW Privilege, and most other major brand names. Iola's Kitchen Tire, 94 Motor Drive, Pittsburgh.
This is your time of game.
I got my eyes on them. Talking about the coin. It's a little bit of the ground rules.
Very similar looking white hat tonight there, Bill Thomas. It is it's Bob Monsey.
Same crew we had last night over at the historic Crocker Field.
I don't know if there's anything in graphics.
It's nice he shows the coin to the players, and you know, it's just it's the right way to do it.
So yeah, graphic one.
Walking them through everything going on.
Flip.
First graphic, you'll see the quarter screen graphic.
Get a close look at it. Talking to Shrewsbury. And they have won the coin toss, and they're going to defer like pretty much everybody's won the coin toss this year. Blue Devils will, waiting for the official signal, receive the opening kickoff, and they will be defending the goal line. 2 hours left. Let's play some football.
Indeed, we are ready for action here at historic Doyle Field. National anthem coming up in moments. Looks like we're going to have a little bit of a combined performance for the entire high school music program. We see the Leominster High School marching band out there as per tradition, and it looks like tonight they're going to be joined by the Leominster High School chorus as well, as they are facing the home stands along the near sideline as well. So this joint performance, the Leominster High School marching band and Leominster High School chorus, coming right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we ask at this time to please rise, please remove your hats, facing the west, and our big beautiful U.S. flag. As we honor America, singing about our national anthem, marching band of the election and
Why is the flag half?
Tonight, the national anthem will be performed by members of the National Chorus as the election of our previous.
So make that a performance by the Leominster High School Chorus Sands Marching Band.
Tremendous.
To open action tonight, but a little different tradition, but a very nice addition as well here for the national anthem here at historic Doyle Field. Todd Robbins, Bill Thomas, Kate Robbins, happy to have you along with us. We're ready for football now. Our countdown to kickoff brought to you by Rollstone Bank and Trust is over. Hey, it's the top of the hour. We've got Leominster and Shrewsbury for you in dozens of ways to participate. AM 1280, 105.3 FM, streaming at WPKZstream.com. You got Leominster.tv, you got the channels of Comcast, Verizon as well out there as a live stream on Facebook Live, we hope as well. So plenty of ways to participate in Bill Thomas. We're ready for kickoff. And and we'll get it right
A
again.
proud supporter of Leominster High School football with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau and over 25 years experience. Make Troy Hebe your first choice for your home construction, remodeling, and damage repair needs. Find Troy Hebe online at troyhebeconstruction.com and line up your free estimate. Now with the call of the game, the voice of the Blue Devils, Todd Robbins.
All right, Bill Thomas, ball on the tee, 40-yard line at our right. They swing the right leg, and the kick goes downfield, and the ball will be returned upfield with a little bit of room down the right sideline. It's Jonathan Gonzalez. Gonzalez crosses the 25, go 30, popped it around the 35 and out of bounds, just shy of the 40-yard line, and Leominster will set up shop. First down and 10, their own 39-yard line at right hash will be where they get started. Just 7 seconds into this one, Leominster and Shrewsbury coming your way here at historic Doyle Field. Leominster wearing the home royal blue tops, royal blue bottoms trimmed in white, Blue Devils across the front, white numerals front and back, the classic Leominster white helmet, white grill, single royal blue stripe up the middle with numeral on the back, and team 125 depicted on the nose bumper. Starting quarterback Caden Constant, back to pass, and he'll rip the ball downfield along the right sideline. Eamon Durkin, the intended receiver, he got boxed out down the sideline by Micah Spiegel, and that pass will fall incomplete. Leominster wasting no time testing that starting quarterback, Caden Constant.
Yeah, we know Caden has a good arm, but not much separation there. Good coverage by Micah on the defense, and had good inside position. We'll have to see how this offense flows tonight, though, Todd. We got a lot of questions with all the parts and pieces being switched out.
And so Constant in a shotgun set here. Joining him in the backfield, Miles Bowers trips out to the left wide. Snap, Constant fakes the give, keeps it himself. Heads toward the A-gap, now turns laterally to the left. Wrong way, downfield, and down he goes. Closing in on him then was Hayden Duffy, the linebacker.
Yeah, not much there. Running laterally, got to go north and south. You know, that's getting the start at running back tonight. Brian Cordero back wearing his familiar 34 to start the evening. We saw him in a different number, playing primarily defense last week till injuries mounted up, but he's the starting running back tonight.
Winding down the first minute here of quarter number 1. Shotgun set, it's Constant with Bowers. 3 receivers out in the formation. Might have been a little bit of botched motion there, but the play will go off, and Constant got sacked in the backfield with nowhere to go. All doors closed, left, right, and front, and down he goes, and Leominster will go 3 and out on offense.
Cade Nelson in there along with Dominic Simone. No place for Constance to go. Didn't get a good look downfield. Takes a sack.
And so special teams will come on the field. Punter Santee Rodriguez, noticed he's got personnel problems. He ran over to the sideline to call on the extra player. It's Joe Conlon who joins. Bad snap. It bobbles its way. Got to Rodriguez. He scrambled and got the kick off, and it's rugby style rolling down the field. That's great presence of mind by Santee Rodriguez. That was a 4-alarm fire pending, and he was able to get the punt off. It crossed midfield and rolled on a Leominster bounce across the 40 to the Shrewsbury 39-yard line, changing field position, and whoosh, is how I would describe that one.
Found a way to find 27 net yards from the line of scrimmage. You have to that looked like a fire drill right there. Everything could go wrong from the personnel not on the field to a halfway back snap. Good job though by Rodriguez to get something downfield.
Here comes starting Shrewsbury quarterback Clint Mills. 10:22 to play here in quarter 1. No score. Leominster and Shrewsbury for the Colonials. Their first offensive drive goes right to left here in quarter number 1. Mills in a double wing set, sends a man in motion. He's got a fullback straight back. He switched to the tight end. Another motion man, and off they go on the snap, and they'll pitch it to TJ Morgera. Morgera gets the pitch, turns the right corner. He's off to the races across midfield and down the right numbers. He's got right sideline being chased to the end zone. He is in a 61-yard scamper to pay dirt for TJ Morgera. How's that for explosive?
Explosive, running at full speed when he got that pitch, and he made that corner before the defense had a chance to take a step and broke through that end. Shrewsbury Colonials did a good job sealing it off, and then it was pay dirt, outrunning J.C. Cora to the pylon.
One play into the end zone it goes for the Colonials on the back of the left halfback, TJ Morgera. 10:09 to play in quarter 1. Colonials have a 6-0 lead. Point after pending. A.J. Ham does the place kicking. Mills holds. Ham gets the pass on the fake point after attempt. Turn 2-point conversion. The quarterback Mills snaps the pass off to the kicker, A.J. A.J. Ham, who's also a wide receiver, and he runs in untouched for the two-point conversion. Team's coming back up the field. Barely a minute has gone by in this football game, winding toward 2 minutes gone by, and the Colonials have thrown a haymaker out to an 8-0 lead on the back of 2 plays.
I was going to say, talk about maximizing 2 plays, 8 points in 2 plays, and that great little conversion there turned into actually to a lateral. It was a backwards pass there on that 2-point conversion, but call it what you want. Well timed, well executed. That's something you can see they're working on. Surprised they showed it that early, in this type of game, but tell you, that was well executed play right there.
It's why for me in my pregame prep, I always like to know who the holder is, because more and more often in high school football, they have that holder on the point after attempts be the starting quarterback. You imagine more and more often plays like that are going to keep happening.
And I noticed you had some of your notes. I'm not sure who was holding. We'll talk about this.
It was Mills. Here's the kick from Ham downfield. It'll take the one hop. Justice Reynolds on the return. Head of steam across the 20-25. He gets stood up and taken down at around the 27-yard line. Let's get that Blue Devils starting lineup. It's brought to you by Leominster Credit Union. Make your plans happen at LCU. It starts with membership. Check them out on the web at leominstercu.com. At Leominster Credit Union, you're somebody. The Leominster offense left to right across the line. It's Kyle Philbin, Xavier Vitalis. Anthony Tossi snaps the football at center. Micah Stinson, Joe Conlon protect the right side. On first down and 10, here's a pistol set. Caden Constant gets the snap, the handoff, straight up the middle in the hands of Miles Bowers, and down he goes. After a gain of about 1/2 yard, let's get those backs and specialists. Options out there right now. Bryant Cordero has gotten the start as the running back in the backfield. Justice Reynolds will spell him from time to time. We'll see J.C. Cora there as well. Out at the wideout spots, it's Liam Curtin, Arlie Gillott, Darian O'Brien, and Jack Philbin in a 2 tight end formation, and Caden Constant, the sophomore, gets the start, his second of the season at quarterback. From that wide receiver spot on second down, it's an end around for J.C. Cora. He'll turn in the left corner of the formation, cross the 30-yard line, and be taken down at the 36. Gains a solid handful. Looks like 5, 3rd down and 5.
Nice play there, getting JC involved early. I tell you, we've seen him a couple of sprint moves by JC. His ankle or his leg injury looks well healed. He's well taped up, but we'll have to see if he holds up. He's been listed as healthy here starting these games. He's had trouble staying away from injury as the game progresses. I hope he can make it through tonight.
3rd down and 5. Constant shotgun snap, back to pass, sets on 3 steps. Slant coming from the right side, complete in the hands of Arlie Gillott. He'll stumble his way forward to the 45-yard line for a Leominster first down. A sorely needed catch for Arlie Gillott for a gain of 14. He had been 0 for the last 4 weeks.
Yeah, his hands have been giving him a hard time recently, but that's what they need to get something on the roll. Let's get Caden a couple of easy throws over the middle. Let's get the wide receivers or maybe a little something out of the running back out in the flat. Try to build some confidence here. Not 25 yards downfield. We need to see these short passes to build some confidence level.
And Coach Devin Gates talks about that all the time, gaining confidence for his new quarterback. Here's the snap out of the gun. Rolling out, looking downfield. Pass is caught there by Eamon Durkin, but he's out of bounds by better than 5 yards. That's the second time that streaking play down the right side has been called in this early football game, and both times receiver took too wide an angle and ran out of real estate.
And both times covered nicely by Micah Spiegel there, number 2, step for step. So I don't think we got a speed advantage there. Maybe a size advantage somewhat, but have to maybe turn that in a little bit and get some separation.
Maybe a double move.
Yeah.
Gonna need to try to get Spiegel to bite first and then go downfield.
Skinny post or whatever you want to call that. Get it in the middle.
3 receivers out in this formation. Pistol set, the snap for Constant, fakes the give to Bowers, and now races his way to the left edge. Steps across the 45, starts to chop down, getting toward midfield. He's wrapped and tackled by A.J. Ham on the Leominster side of the stripe at the 49. Gain of 5.
Nice job by Kate. We'll take 5. He's got to go north and south, though. You can't be running laterally. He doesn't have that kind of speed. He's got to find that first hole and bust it up and get those yards when they're there.
I'm just pleased, no injury.
Not yet.
Just, meaning if he goes out to rush, I get nervous.
Health has certainly been a problem for the Blue Devils thus far this season.
Stay healthy, boys.
And that is what they are looking to do. On a 3rd down and 5 to go, right about midfield. Shotgun set, 4 receivers in the formation, 3 to the right. Snap, set, looks underneath, Constant snaps one, ruled intercepted. The diving interception made there looked like A.J. Ham, and it was. Comes diving back on a pass. It was a go route downfield. The ball was snapped in behind the receiver, and jumping that route, coming back for it, A.J. Ham laid out for it, makes the interception at the Colonial 29-yard line.
Yeah, good job right there by the defender. Eyes on the ball all the way, following Caden. And I don't know if the receiver didn't break it off quick enough, but Caden threw it to a spot. The only one there was the defender.
The difference between good things and bad, about 1.5 yards. That thing underthrown just a little bit. Maybe was expecting a comeback, was constant, and the comeback never materialized. Here comes that double wing set for the Colonials. Mills splits out of the quarterback spot. It's a snap to the fullback, Montague steps through the A gap and then cuts his way off the left side of the formation, crossing the 35 and down at the 36-yard line. Rips off a gain of 7, second down and 3 to go.
A little wildcat play there, direct snap to the running back, taking advantage of having a good line of sight there, picking his own hole pretty much, nobody in his way. Picked up about 5, 6 yards there, good first down run.
Under 7 minutes to play here in quarter one. Shrewsbury 8, Leominster nothing. Colonial's second touch of the football and just their second play from scrimmage. First one resulted in that opening touchdown. Mills under center in the double wing. Snap, hands it to Montague, the fullback this time, and bangs his way through traffic, and forward he goes, down right around the 39-yard line, which would be right on the mark. Crew Chief Bob Bonsi is going to walk up, take a look, and then indicate it's a first down for the Colonials as he got just past the 39, the intended target, to the 39.5 yard line.
Nice job fighting out of a couple of early hits there at the line of scrimmage to pick up those needed 4 yards.
Personnel changes for the Colonials. Mills coming back out onto the field. He had gone to the sideline to pick up a play call. And now here comes the Colonials working this double wing formation, something that historically the Colonials have not done, but they have adopted this year. Motion man is Maniatis. He is the tight end. He will set. The motion comes from Morgera. He gets the pitch, turning the corner. Here comes Morgera into the open field, caught from behind just shy of midfield, and a nice wrap tackle made there by Kyle Philbin on a gain of 11 for the Colonials.
Yeah, and it looked like TJ had the corner again, and that's a jumbo blocking on that side, and the Blue Devils are going to have to find a way to compensate for that. They had overloaded that right side and taken advantage of it with that high-speed pitch. Mills making the corner and getting some good yards, moving the sticks.
Colonials thus far 4 plays from the line of scrimmage, 3 first downs. They're 75% first down conversion so far from the line of scrimmage in the 4 plays that they've run.
Here come the Colonials right at midfield on a first down and 10 from the 50-yard line. Mills shifts a man in motion, now drops under center. Here comes another motion man, the snap, and this time Mills will make the handoff straight up the middle. First through the line was Montague. Montague forward across the 50, stood up around the 45 after a gain of 5, and down he goes. He'll have a 2nd and 5 with the Colonials.
Colonials doing a good job there at the point of attack, opening up some holes, positive yards here on every play, bringing up 2nd and short, making the field easy, the play calling easy here. You can't stop them on first down. It's going to make for a long night for the Blue Devil defense.
Coming to the line, it's Mills in the double wing set again. Shifts Branson Lee, the tight end, from left to right in the formation. Now under center. The snap and the give, it's Montague. Montague goes toward that big blocking on the right edge. He will angle toward the right side, crossing the 45, and he's taken down around the 42-yard line, gains 3, 3rd down and 2 to go. The Colonials need to move the ball to the Blue Devil 40-yard line, Kate.
Billy, doesn't it look like every time Montague touches the ball, it looks like a lineman is going up with the ball? He doesn't look like a traditional running back. It doesn't even look like a fullback to me. Every time I see him touch the ball, I go, why is there a lineman in the backfield?
There's a refrigerator back there. He is. He's got a lot of power, but he's got some quickness too. He hits the hole quick.
Oh, certainly.
All positive yards.
Short bursts of acceleration.
Winding under 4 minutes in this final third of the first quarter, 8-0 Shrewsbury's lead. Here's the snap, and Mills puts it in the hand of Montague. Hurdles a defender down, crossing the 40-yard 30-yard line, and he gets tackled at the 39. Got it by a yard. It's a Colonial first down, and the drive continues from right to left. Colonial's wearing the road white tops, white bottoms, trimmed in Vegas gold and navy, the classic Shrewsbury Vegas gold. Little different now, matte Vegas gold with the navy blue grills.
I have to tell you, Montague doesn't get slowed down on first hit. He just ran over one of his own guys, plus a Blue Devil lineman, and took 2 or 3 hits, but made that positive yards, another 5+ yards right there. Just a bulldog in the backfield.
Montague right now, 5 carries, 23 yards. He's averaging 4.6 yards per carry.
On 1st and 10 from the Blue Devil 39, going right to left. Mills sets his line down, shifts Morgara in motion. The snap, and it was Montague straight up the middle of the field, crosses the. Looks like 1-4 on that one. Thank you, Kate.
The new running back.
New running back into the game. Jack Peters with that carry, and takes it across the 35 and down around the 34-yard line.
You saw the 4.
I did.
I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
I thought that's who it was too. But I tell you, Shrewsbury's doing a good job mixing up, running similar play sets, but giving the ball to a different running back or running a different play out of the set. And that motion is just raising havoc with the Blue Devils linebackers not sure where to shift or where to be.
And Billy, you make a great point. That is what the Blue Devils defense has seen the last several weeks, and they've struggled with that shell game. So if you have the ability to be able to move your offense around like Shrewsbury does right now, might as well.
Here's the snap and the sweep pitch put in the hands of Morgara, the motion man. He was caught turning the right edge and got tripped up shy of the 30-yard line, right around the 32. And it'll bring up a third down and about 4 to go. They give him a gain of 1.
Like I tell you, they keep working that right side there with the fullback and on that sweep. They're going to run in misdirection. You can almost feel it coming here. They're going to have the Blue Devils all pulling over to that side, and going to see something naked out here to the left before 2 line. You can almost feel it.
Checking the time and temperature, brought to you by Acme Carpet One in Lunenburg, a local family-owned floor covering store doing business in the same location for over 50 years. These are the pros online at acmecarpet1.com. 47 degrees and 7:18 on a Saturday night. Homecoming, October the 19th. On a 3rd down and 4 to go. The handoff was to Montague, straight up, a gap. Churn the legs forward to the 30-yard line and down, and he's about a yard shy. It'll bring up a 4th down and a yard to go. The Colonials need the Blue Devil 29 for a reset and a 1st down.
I know you're kind of multitasking. Todd Mills, very fortunate to get that handoff. He tripped up by the lineman there on it. When he turned around, he's laying on the ground when he got that handoff. Very easily could have been a ball on the ground right there. But good job to bring up 4th. Looks like 4th and short. They're going to go for it.
Right now, Shrewsbury, this is the first time they've had a 4th down situation. They are 1 of 2 on 3rd down so far tonight.
Come the Colonials to the line. They keep the offense on the field. Split backs formation here. Single wing is off. The ball was stripped out on the snap. To the ground they go. Doesn't matter. It looks like Miles Bowers came up with the fumble, but either way, it's a turnover on downs and something to build on for the Blue Devils. They get the football back 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Hey, Brian Cordero, I think, on that recovery there. Looks like he got up off the ground with it, but just laying there, bad pull out there on the snap. And
it was Cordero that came up with it.
But two snaps in a row there, and we'll have to see if something's going on in center when they get back on offense. But 2 bad snaps leads to a turnover on downs.
And so Caden Constant comes with a 2-back set this time. Gets the shotgun snap, fakes to Bowers, now rolls out, trying to race to the edge. Got a little chip block from Cora, slid down, kept his feet, crossed the 30-yard line, now the 35, and he was improvising quite a bit of the way there, down to the 37-yard line. A nice run by Caden Constant, making something happen.
I tell you, the official took a look at that block by Cora there, and wasn't sure what was going on there. It was almost like a blindside crackback block there, but good job by Constant just to get something out of that. He looked like he was in trouble well behind the line of scrimmage.
And that is going to be the last play of the 1st quarter. Leominster lets the final ticks come off the board. Teams will change ends. 2nd quarter coming up at Shrewsbury 8 and Leominster nothing through 1. 2nd quarter action when we come back. This is Leominster football on the K-Zone. bonus coverage for those of you joining us on Leominster TV. First time we get a chance to say hello to you. Joining us on Comcast, Verizon, as well as out there at Leominster.tv streaming and streaming on Facebook Live as well. Seeing a large number of you joining us and in the crowd tonight as well. Happy to have you joining us wherever you are out there on this Saturday night. Blue Devils trail by 8 through 1 quarter of play. Bill Thomas, something to build on.
Well, somehow they survived the last 10 minutes of that quarter, but first 2 plays didn't look good. To come out of that, down 8-0, but being competitive there and seeing some positive things on offense, not having anybody get hurt. We got through 1 quarter. Kate mentioned it. It's just nice to see the kids staying healthy, not having those stoppages, but have to see if we can't get something going here on offense in the second quarter.
Definitely the best case scenario. Thank all of our great volunteers down there. Get a look at Leominster High School Principal Steve Dubzinski and a great little friend down there on the sideline, Jack Sully, with your sideline views tonight as well. That bad moon out over historic Doyle Field as we start second quarter. The teams change ends. Leominster now goes right to left. Second down and 3.5 to go. Constant out of the shotgun snap. Gives it to Miles Bowers, and Bowers lowers the shoulder, goes forward. There's some pushing and shoving in the pack. Now more pushing and shoving at the end of the play. That was initiated by Bowers, who didn't like how that play came to an end. Referees were able to successfully break him up. Officially no gain on the play. 3rd and 4 for Leominster.
Yeah, I think that's Cordero that's out there, Todd. 34 that had the ball there as the running back.
It was.
Yeah, and he wasn't happy about the way he got taken down and rolled up there. And luckily some cooler heads came to his rescue, I guess is what we could say.
On 3rd down and 4, out of the gun, back to pass, looks up the middle of the field, tipped away there. Micah Spiegel stepped in front of Darian O'Brien. That's a play Leominster's run with the tight end streaking down, and O'Brien has been successful with it, maybe just a hair underthrown, and Spiegel was able to cut the angle and tap it down. Nice defensive play. Yeah, just a go pattern right down the hash marks there, the right hash marks, but Spiegel's played a great first half here from the position. Great look at it frame by frame with our partners at Leominster TV. You could see Spiegel did a nice job to avoid contact on that play and get there to knock the ball away. 4th down, 4 to go. Good snap to Rodriguez. The kick hangs in the air a little bit. It will be returnable. On that return, here comes the Colonials. TJ Morgera cross midfield, crossed the 45 and grabbed and pulled down from behind right around the 42-yard line. So the Colonials, great field position. 1st and 10 from the Leominster 42 going left to right.
Jack Philbin with a handful of jerseys there. Still got carried about 5+ yards, but nothing but sideline. He got away from Jack. I think he did. We see Shrewsbury celebrate the touchdown.
Here comes that double wing set to the line. 1st and 10 at the 42. This one marked at left hash. Shotgun set this time for Mills. He shifts Morgera in motion. Gives the ball to Morgera on that motion as he passes by. And Morgera tried to turn upfield, and the corner one sealed. Arlie Gillot was there to close the door.
Yeah, good job by Ali, not getting blocked out of the play that time. Actually came upfield and forced the plays. What he's got to do there, he's got to seal off that edge, and luckily he was able to get his hands around Morgera and take him down.
Under 10.5 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Mills coming in with the play. 8-0. Shrewsbury maintains their lead. That play lost about 3, maybe 4 on the play, so they'll move it back to the 45-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, 13 to go. Mills in that gun again, sets up 3 receivers out to the left. Snap, and Mills, hard back pedal, throws a dart back toward the line. It may have been caught. They believe they did mark it as yes, they did. Give him the catch on that one. It was Jack Foley with the catch for the Colonials. It gained just 1 yard, and it'll be 3rd down and 12.
And Mills running for his life there and busting through the line real quick. Joe Conlon chasing him, but good awareness there by Mills just to find the receiver, and although it only gained a yard, it could have turned into a big loss.
Leominster faces a 3rd down and 12 for the Colonials as the Colonials come to the line. Mills in the gun again. The trips this time is wide to the right with the ball spotted to the left hash. Screen thrown back, found Morgera in space. He's racing up the middle of the field. He's got first down yardage across the 30, go 25, and cut down shy of the 20 at the Blue Devil 21-yard line. That's TJ Morgera on a gain of 21 with the little screen by Mills to Morgera back at the line.
You know, and you have to wonder if Mills didn't see anything. You know, he's a senior quarterback, and we heard the coaches up here, nobody in the middle, and there was a little defensive lap there. Nobody playing safety. The defense kind of fell off to the side, and they coincidentally ran a middle screen right there for good yardage.
Just enough to flip it over the head of Darian O'Brien for Mills to get it into Morgera's hands, and Morgera had a lot of space to move.
Yeah, nobody in the middle.
First and 10 for the Colonials. Blue Devil 22 going left to right. This is a direct snap this time to Montague, the fullback, and he lowers the shoulder and drives his legs toward the 20-yard line. Might have gained about a yard on the flank. They'll give him 2, second down and 8.
Tough 2 yards right there, but once again, Shrewsbury showing a lot of looks on offense from that direct Wildcat snap to multiple running backs out of the same set, and just trying to confuse Leominster, and so far they're doing a pretty good job of it, but not able to get in the end zone. You know, Kate talked about they didn't punt last week. We see why. They're able to move the ball. They kind of get stalled out, and you know, I think they're having trouble converting when they get on the opponent's side of the 50.
Looked like Nico Martinez was first to get to Montague. Here's a second down and 8 play, and Montague gets the handoff again out of the double wing from Mills. Goes off the left side of the formation this time and battles his way forward to about the 15-yard line, maybe the 14. On a nice run, it'll be third down and about 2 to go.
I gotta tell you, if I'm one of them Blue Devil defensive backs, I don't want to see Montague breaking through that line, because you know you're gonna have trouble taking him down by yourself if you can even slow him down. So front seven's got to do a little better job slowing him down, keeping him out of the second level.
Thus far, Shrewsbury is 2 of 3 converting on third down tonight. It's their 4th attempt.
Third and 2, and Mills is under center. 2-back split, single wing off of the formation right. The snap and the give this time is Montague. Montague's running laterally across the 15. Blue Devil defense sets up a line, and down he goes. Eamon Durkin, Arlie Gillot. I saw Micah Stinson in there as well, closing the door on that side of the formation.
Nico Martinez got up out of the bottom now, pile 44. He's the one that blew up that play right from the get-go. Good job by Nico, the rest of the team in there to help out.
Last 4th down attempt for Shrewsbury's offense turned into the fumble and the recovery by Leominster. So this will be their 2nd attempt of the game on 4th down. They got 4th and 4 to go from the Blue Devil 16-yard line.
You know, and looking at the roster here, Nico Martinez, we haven't called his number much, 44 on the field. He's only a sophomore, getting a little extra playing time, probably due to some injuries and trying to help move some people around.
He's been
good job.
Successful. Shrewsbury comes out on this 4th down and 4. The Leominster 16 in a gun, 3 receivers to the left. Snap, roll toward the trips, and the throw downfield, sliding in, making the interception is Arlie Gillot inside of the 5-yard line. May have been better served knocking the ball down, but the crowd erupts for the interception for Gillot, and Leominster will have 1st and 10 in the long field for their offense coming right to left.
He'll take the stat sheet. You know, it's a little tough to tell somebody not to catch the ball. You know, it's really about awareness, but you do what instinct tells you to do. We'll have to see if we can convert that instinct on offense now when we try to get them the ball. But good job by the Blue Devils in general just to stop the Colonials. Once again, turnover on downs, no punt. And, you know, we saw that last week when they played St. John's.
Shrewsbury maintains an 8-0 lead, 6:17 to play here in the second quarter, and Leominster's offense had something clicking on the last drive. Let's see if they can go back to it. Snapping from his own end zone. Constant with the give for Cordero, and Cordero batters his way forward across the 10-yard line and down around the 12. Gains 8, second down and 2, and gets the Blue Devils offense a little more room to work. And here they come, right back to the line. Pistol set, snap for Constant, back to Cordero again. And Cordero batters his way forward one more time. This one now to the 14-yard line, and that is enough for a Leominster 1st down. And Leominster's right back on the ball again, going with this no-huddle, fast-moving offense.
I like this. A little different look. Keep Shrewsbury back on their heels a little bit and let them get set on defense.
3 backs in the backfield. No, it'll just be 2. Cora will go out as a receiver, slot to the right. Snap, it was off target. Constant reeled it in, set up a block in front of him, and then took the ball straight forward upfield. Gain of about 3 on the play for Constant. He thought he got loose in the pack and did not lose his forward progress, but the whistle killed the play. Officially goes a gain of 4, 2nd and 6.
You're lucky he wasn't chasing that ball back towards his goal line. Great job by him. A good reaction, almost like an infielder going after a ground ball there. Good job grabbing that out of the air.
5:05 to play, second quarter, and Leominster. Couple of back-to-back offensive plays and looking to build on it. 2 backs in the backfield with Constant, 2 receivers wide to the left. Constant moving those 2 backs up, and now they set for the snap. Good snap. Justice Reynolds gets the carry as the left back this time. He'll take it off the right side of the formation. Step across the 20, down around the 22-yard line. Gains a chunk there and leaves a 3rd and 2 for Leominster.
Justice getting a little bit of action there from the running back position. Blue Devils showing a little different look on offense, getting the ball to some different kids tonight.
Under 4.5 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Leominster back at the line, setting up twins out to the left of the formation this time. Reynolds is in the backfield with Constant and now scans the line. Asks for the ball. Fake the give. Constant keeps him himself. A hole opens up straight forward toward the 25-yard line. He runs and pushes it across the 25 to the 26-yard line. And it's another Leominster first down.
Good job there by Constant, recognizing the opening, hitting that hole quick, moving the sticks. Had a little opportunity out here. Looked like we had an uncovered wide receiver out here to the left on that play, but something the offensive coordinators for Leominster are going to have to watch for. Maybe they can get a receiver free if they get the right coverage.
Talk about running into the teeth of the defense. That was Constant up against about 7 white jerseys straight over the middle of the field, but he had some room to work in.
There's some big boys there across the front 4.
1st and 10 at their own 26. Out of a gun, back to pass Constant. Now flush to work his way out to the right. Scanning downfield, steps up to the line, throws a duck downfield. Galat juggles it and comes down with it. Down with it at the 40-yard line. It is ruled a catch by the back judge, and they mark him down at the Colonial 40-yard line. Talk about a prayer.
I'm telling you, I don't think he ever touched his
It's
knee.
a catch of 36 yards as it goes. Meanwhile, Galat, thinking the play never ended, started running untouched toward the end zone, and whistles finally came out on the play. It was acrobatic. Wow. It was circus-esque, but it counts all the same.
And it looked like, I'm not sure, I'm waiting to see if we can get a replay. I know Leominster up on the line of scrimmage real quick. Yeah, I'd love to see that again. I don't think he was ever actually down, but the official ran in there quick.
1st and 10 for the Blue Devils at the Colonial 40. Flag out on the play. The slot, it was J.C. Cora. He jumped. He was slot left in the formation, and he started to step forward before the ball was snapped.
I wouldn't be surprised if his number was called in that play, and he was looking to get downfield as quick as he could.
Absolutely.
That's all he could think about.
It moves Leominster back to the Colonial 45 as they go right to left in the final 3 minutes of the second quarter, chasing 8. It's 8-0 Shrewsbury. Constant looks at the line. Staggered backs in the backfield with him. Cordero is on his right, and Cordero gets the give. Cordero with some room, blocks opening up for him. He crosses the 40, 35, and he'll be marked down there just shy of the 34-yard line. Give him a gain of what was lost, plus 5 more to go is a gain of 10. 2nd down and 5 from the Colonial 35, and Leominster right back on the ball.
Nice job by Bryant there, picking up that lost yardage, plus then some, extra 5.
Jack Philbin is the other back to the left of Constant in this formation. The snap, fake the give this time to Cordero. Now swinging out to J.C. Cora in the slot to the left. And Cora with left sideline. Cross the 30 and taken out shy of the 25 at the 26-yard line. And that's enough for a Leominster first down. Connecting plays and moving the ball down the field.
Good job, and I think having Philbin back there gives Constant a little more protection, too, as a blocker. I don't expect him to get the ball, but expect to see him do a lot of lead blocking back there and kind of being a guard or protector back there for Constant.
Leominster's offense already with 4 first downs on this drive.
Shotgun snap got knocked down by Constant. Again, that one was wide of his shoulders to the right. He got a hand on it, knocked it back to the center of his body, and smartly fell on it, not trying to do too much, realizing the play was bust from the go.
Yeah, that'll be a drive staller right there, though. You can't have that. It just takes all the momentum away, turns into about an 8-yard loss right there. It's going to bring up a big 2nd down and long.
Leominster looks toward the sideline. We'll have our hard-working player spotlight as we wind toward the final 90 seconds of the second quarter. 3 receivers out in the formation. It's twin short left. Eamon Durkin one-on-one wide right. He'll be matched up against Spiegel. Shotgun set here. Snap. Constant. Gets a block from Cordero. Moves out. Flag flies downfield. Leaping and making the catch is underneath the line. He spins off the defender and into the end zone for the Blue Devil touchdown for the moment of 34 yards. But Bob Bonsi had his flag out back at the 39-yard line, signal pending. Personal foul is the signal. Block below the waist against Leominster. Nullifies the touchdown. I'm not sure what that low punch signal means. That's not in the book, but it's a block below the waist nonetheless. It'll be a penalty from the 39-yard line for the personal foul and nullify the Leominster touchdown. And this is the way this season has gone. I said it to Kate today. We were watching the replay of the Syracuse Pitt game from last night, and it feels like in football, the NFL, college, and here at the high school level using federation rules, every time there's a big play this season, there is a flag out. Right now, it's not the fault of the officials, it's the fault of the coaches and the rules committee members that keep saying, we need to clean this up, we need to clean that up. The officials go out and do their job, but what they're doing is depriving the game of great plays.
Almost seems like it. A lot of plays have been turned around this year. This is just 4th and 3rd forever.
Yeah, second down and you can't see the first down, but Constant out of a gun. He will snap it and keep it himself. Recovers past midfield, got the 40-35, and he's out of bounds, maybe a half step shy of that 35-yard line and gained back 17 of what was penalized. My goodness, was that a long way from home.
Yeah, and the penalty seemed like it was longer than 15 yards, spot penalty or something, but the line of scrimmage so far back was actually 2nd and 38 there. Constant did a good job to pick up about half of that.
And so a now long 3rd down and about double sticks. Leominster needs to move the football to what looks like the 16-yard line of the Colonials, and Coach Devin Gates, with just 58 seconds left in the second quarter, spends his first time out. And so the teams will head toward their respective benches, and a chance for us to get our hard-working player spotlight. That hard-working player spotlight brought to you by High Country Workwear in Leominster, the store that works for you. If you want a personalized touch, High Country Workwear offers custom embroidery on medical wear, chef's coats, rain gear, and more. High Country Workwear, 155 Hamilton Street in Leominster. Online at highcountryworkwear.com. Our High Country Workwear hard-working player spotlight of the first half. Bill Thomas, I know to me who's standing out, TJ Morguera for the Colonials.
Exactly, from that opening play there, just a lightning bolt, but it seemed like every time Tucker Montague touched the ball, something good happened. But I got to go with Morguera just for that quick burst, that quick 8 points, and that's all it's been for either team here in the first half.
Leominster High School football on the K-Zone, brought to you by Hometown Bank, Fraticelli Oil Company, Daewoo North Superstore, ROI Office Furniture and Systems, Fidelity Bank, Clear Path for Veterans New England by Northeast Insurance, and Leominster Monument Company. We thank you all so much for your support of Leominster High School football on the K-Zone. 3rd down and very long. Leominster needs the Colonials 16 for the first down. Shotgun set, 4 receivers, trips to the right. Shotgun snap for Constant. Constant tries to step up in the pocket. He's caught in the bear trap, and down he goes at the 36-yard line, but the ball went away. The whistle is downfield. Cordero, meanwhile, gets a block. He's in the end zone, and chaos ensues. It's a gain of 36 to the end zone, but that's all for naught. The wing officials are conversing. There's a conversation. The question is, was the whistle blown? Did they mark him down? If it's an inadvertent whistle, it doesn't matter. Kyle Philbin is furious listening to the conversation between the officials on the field because they do not believe he ever touched down or that the ball was not given away before Constant lost the ground. Looking at the replay there, he was not down. If we had instant replay in high school football, which the National Federation rules allow,
He was not down.
that play would have been overturned uncorrected. It's not even close.
That's 2
Great
touchdowns
job by
now
Jack
taken away.
Sully.
Yes,
Right
2
on the
touchdowns
sideline.
on this drive have been deprived by officiating mishaps.
Can we call the officials up here?
No, we cannot.
Look at the play.
Here we go for Leominster.
Unfortunate right there.
4th down, and you still can't see it. They need the Colonial 16. Back to pass on 5 steps. Constant now steps up in the pocket with some protection. Downfield, overthrows his target, in and out of the hands of a defender downfield, It was Tom Kelleher, the linebacker, downfield, but the pass will fall incomplete, and it's a turnover on downs, and the ball goes back to Shrewsbury. And for Leominster, what was a great drive with connections moving downfield resulted in 2 touchdowns that, according to the officials, never happened.
You know, the first one on the penalty, I can see. I think that second one, I know Constance was in the grass, but quick whistle right there. He still had plenty of movement. It looked like he was about ready to break free. Great awareness there just to get the ball to Brian Cordero, but off the net.
18 seconds to play in this half. 8-0 Shrewsbury's lead. I think they're going to be happy to just get to the locker room up 8-0. They scored on their very first snap from scrimmage, then added a tricky 2-point conversion as well. They've had an 8-0 lead, and that has been all the scoring for this football game thus far. Mills in a gun with 4 receivers out. Gets the shotgun snap, flips it back to Morgera at the line. He is mauled by Micah Stinson. Stinson had him squaring up before he even had possession of the ball, and Morgera was finished off all by himself by Micah Stinson.
And Morgera's probably saying, why did you call that play?
There had to be something
right
else,
into
right?
the meat of the defense, at least go downfield, but that's the end of the first half.
And that's the way the half will come to a close. 8-0 Shrewsbury over Leominster through 1 half of play. Interesting football, to say the least. For those of you joining us with Leominster TV, you've got a performance from the Leominster High School Marching Band coming up here on this homecoming night, as well as the homecoming presentation. We'll have those particulars as well, as they were dropped off to us just a little while ago. Meanwhile, for those of you joining us on the K-Zone, you have all of that, plus first half stats. We will also take a look at scores around the region and get you caught up on our player of the first half, followed very closely by our mid-game adjustments. 8-0 through 1 half of play here on homecoming night from historic Doyle Field. Quick break and we're back with more. This is Leominster football on the K-Zone. those of you that are joining us. Great crowd on hand, and a crowd that continues to file in on a Saturday night. I was saying, to Billy and Kate before the game, I'm really warming to the idea of these Saturday night evening games or Saturday afternoon games every now and again. It's nice to have. And of course, gave us the opportunity to get over to Crocker Field, see a great game with Fitchburg and North Middlesex last night, and we were proud to bring that to you here on the K-Zone, as we are to be here each and every week with Leominster High School as well. Time for our Hometown Bank halftime show. It's brought to you by our friends at Hometown Bank. We say that's my bank because we feel like our bank is looking out for us. Hometown Bank wants you to call them your bank. Hometown Bank knows what it takes to earn your trust because they don't answer to Wall Street, they answer to you. Visit hometowncoop.com to learn more. Hometown Bank, Sack Boulevard, Leominster, and 7 other area locations. 8-0, Shrewsbury on top of Leominster in a low-scoring first half of action. What an interesting first half it has been thus far. Kate will have the full stat recap for you coming up in a moment, but what a first half of action thus far. TJ Morgera touches the ball one time on Shrewsbury's first possession of the game after Leominster started with the ball and went 3 and out and exploded downfield for the touchdown. That is the extent of the scoring that we have seen in a very defense-laden first half of action. Pete's got your clear path for Veterans New England, supported by Northeast Insurance Agency. First half recap, supporting clear path for Veterans New England's Community Center at Devon's supports families and provides connections to the latest in wellness options. We owe it to them to do our part by supporting them. Donate now. ClearPathNE.org. This message brought to you by Northeast Insurance Agency. Supported by Northeast Insurance Agency. These numbers are going to show production on both sides.
Certainly is time to take a look at team totals for Shrewsbury with 130 total yards of offense. They've got 22 in the air and they have 108 on the ground. They were 19 plays and had 5 first downs, 2 turnovers, and have had the ball for 12 minutes and 30 seconds. Leominster on the other hand has 130 yards of offense, 22 on the ground as well. Number of plays for Leominster, they've had 24 plays, 1 turnover, and they've had the ball for 11 minutes and 30 seconds for Shrewsbury. Right now their 1 touchdown comes on a 60-yard touchdown rush by Morgera. They went for 2 for the PAT, and that is where we stand right now in the first half of the play, Todd.
And what an interesting first half. Heavy on the defense.
Oh, absolutely. It's been a very interesting game. We've had a couple of turnovers. We've had drives that have just absolutely withered away and stalled. So it's been an interesting one thus far.
And the amount of excitement that has occurred on plays that didn't count is probably the sad part about how this game has transpired thus far. And it'll be something we'll continue to see in the weeks and months ahead as well as we continue on our Hometown Bank halftime show here from historic Doyle Field. We mentioned it's homecoming night here at historic Doyle Field, and this comes to us by the great folks at the Leominster High School Student Council. Their advisor, Chuck Rooney, and Ben Joseph over there at Leominster High School with this year's homecoming information. And of course, this is what they passed along to us, and I think this is really exciting. Leominster held their first homecoming dance in over 20 years. Kate, that dates back to when you and I were in high school.
Freshman year?
When they stopped running dances. I think it might have been sophomore year, but something like that. It said last night they introduced the teams and, of course, the homecoming court. So tonight they're just going to recognize the students here in the stadium that were voted by their peers who best represented their academic achievement, citizenship, and school spirit. So here's what the homecoming court for 2019-2020 looked like. From the freshman class of 2023, Cameron Woods and Michael Halstead. For the sophomore class of 2022, Kiara Marrero and Daniel Booten. For the junior class of 2021, Diana Nara Ordonez and Dominic Rhodes. For the senior class of 2020, the court members, the runner-up for King and Queen, Sorcha O'Malley and Jonathan Polanco Soto. And the 2019-2020 homecoming King and Queen, familiar names to those those of us here. Andrews Anand, the king, the queen, Kaya Curly White of the girls basketball team.
And field hockey
and
team.
field hockey team in season as well, but we know them on the TV and radio side from the girls basketball team. So congratulations to all of those students that were mentioned. Again, were selected by their peers for their academic achievement, citizenship, and school spirit. The Student Council also wants a special thank you for Superintendent Paula Deacon, Principal Steve Dubzinski, Athletic Director Dave Palazzi, Tracy Hartman of the LHS cheerleaders, Robert Bergeron and the Leominster High School marching band out there performing right now and providing our little background sound here to our halftime. And of course, the Student Council of Leominster High School, we thank them for their hard work. We'll hear more from them coming up with the canned food drive as we get closer to Thanksgiving as well. So halftime festivities continue here from historic Doyle Field. We'll grab a quick break, and then when we come back, the halftime scores, our peak performance of the first half, and the mid-game adjustments, all that coming as we continue on the Hometown Bank halftime show. Shrewsbury 8, Leominster nothing. A break, and we're back with more. This is the Hometown Bank halftime show on the K-Zone.
Blue Devils defense some love to hold, you know, what's been a very high-scoring Shrewsbury offense to only 8 points, and you throw those 2 first plays of the game out, it would have a 0-0 halftime score here. So I'm going to throw some love to the Blue Devils defense. I think they've done a good job waiting for the offense to come around here. We'll see if the offense can get it going here in the second half, but I'm giving my first half love to the Blue Devils defense.
Love that idea, Bill Thomas. Leominster right now making it a ball game, only down by 8 points, considering in the last 2 weeks Shrewsbury's offense has not had to punt. Pretty big victory for Leominster and their defense so far in this one.
I would say so, and you know, and let's give Caden Constance. He's hung in there, and you know, he's been rushed, but he's kept his head up and he's made some good plays. Unfortunately, the officials appear to have taken 2 of the biggest plays away from the Blue Devils here in the first half, but we'll have to see how the second half goes. We're ready for the second half kickoff.
That's an understatement, Bill Thomas. They may have taken away 2 of the best plays of the season for Leominster as well. 2 very sorely needed plays. Well, they get an opportunity for more. They get the ball on the tee, 40-yard line at our left. As we begin the second half action, Santi Rodriguez runs up on the approach, sends the ball off his right toe and downfield, skips across the 15 to be returned from the 10-yard line. Here comes the Colonials and TJ Morguera. Flag flies out from the near sideline as Morguera crosses the 30-yard line. He's taken down around the Colonial 33. That's in the area of either a block in the back or hold at the tail end of the play. The flag skipped around the 23-yard line, and so it could potentially be enforced 10 yards from there. If the penalty is accepted and enforced, and the signal from Bob Bonsi is going to be a block in the back against the Colonials. So take that Morguera drive, back it up to the previous spot, and walk it back across the Colonial 20 to the 15, just about to where it was picked up at around the 14-yard line.
That's their
First and 10.
First penalty of the game for Shrewsbury.
And they're probably their worst starting field position of the night, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I was going
We'll
to
have to
say.
see if the Blue Devils can take advantage of the starting field position defensively here and flip the field around.
Previous worst starting field position for Shrewsbury was their own 29.
Second half kickoff brought to you by Fidelity Bank of Leominster. The idea that businesses do well creates a brighter today and tomorrow for everyone involved. It's a win-win-win. Now, who doesn't like that? Your Fidelity Bank, helping you get to where you want to be with heart. Here come the Colonials. First and 10, their own 14 and a double wing set. Mills up under center, the snap, hands it off to Tucker Montague. Montague takes it off the right side of the formation, bounces off 2 hits and then to the 20-yard line and down around the 21. Looks like a gain of 6. Second down and 4.
Danny Cabrera out there at his cornerback position, cornerback/safety. Good one-on-one tackle there, because we see Montague get up ahead of steam. He's tough to bring down one-on-one, but good job right there by Cabrera.
Colonials taking their time. Mills hasn't even left Coach John Aloisi. He has now as he sprints in to the huddle. And teams, as we talked about last night in that Fitchburg North Middlesex broadcast, teams taking great advantage of and managing the clock with that longer 40-second play clock instituted now in high school football. 10 seconds on that play clock, says the back judge. And on second and 4 in the double wing set, the snap, the motion man gets the flip. It's Mike Bonolo with his first touch of the ball game. Turns the left corner, across the 25, and taken down around the 27-yard line. It is enough for a Colonial first down on his first touch of the day for Mike Bonolo.
Justice Reynolds out here holding the corner nicely, fighting off a block, making first contact there, and waiting for the rest of the team to show up. A good job by the defense there, staying home, taking on that blocker, and then blowing the play up. Good job.
Just about 90 seconds into this third quarter and second half, 8-0, all that stands between Leominster and Shrewsbury. The Colonials put that score in on their first offensive touch of the first quarter. Mills in the double wing set. Now he'll flank out at receiver, and that puts Montague in a Wildcat quarterback spot. The snap to the fullback Montague. He takes it toward the B gap. Defense stacks up and drops him just as he crosses the line. There's some conversation between both teams along the 30-yard line at the end of that gain of 2 for Montague.
I got to tell you, Philbin had no respect for anybody other than Montague carrying that ball. He did look like he was salivating. He got up on the line. He was ready at the snap. He had all eyes on Montague there. You know, Mills could have ran off the field and had a hot dog. Nobody cared where he was going.
Happy to have you along with us on AM 1280, 105.3 FM, streaming at WPKZstream.com. All the ways to participate on the K-Zone side of things with our partners at Leominster TV, Comcast, Verizon, Leominster.tv, and Facebook live streaming as well. Happy to have all of you joining us tonight. Second down and 8. Mills drops back to pass, sets on 3 steps, looks out to his right, throws into double coverage, and the pass is knocked down incomplete. Looked like Tom Kelleher from his wide receiver spot was the intended receiver, and the ball hit the ground incomplete. Third down and 8.
Anthony Tossi out there along with friends.
First incomplete pass for the Colonials. They were 2 of 2 before that, now 2 of 3 for 22 yards passing.
Good job by Mills, though. Staying in the pocket there. A lot of traffic going on around him just to get that ball out there on target. Fortunately, it fell incomplete. Triple coverage there. Good job by the Blue Devils.
Third down and 8. The Colonials will snap this one from their own 29, middle of the field, coming right to left. Double wing set, fullback in the backfield, one receiver wide. Morgero was in motion. He gets the pitch, throws on the halfback pass. It was deflected. Kelleher had it in his grasp and then coughed it up. He was wide open downfield and would have been untouched for 6, but he coughed it up and never had control of it. Incomplete, says the back judge.
Somebody was in the middle of that there, just enough to disrupt it. I'm trying to see who it was, but could have been Martinez over there, but somebody got their hands up just enough to distract Kelleher and bounce down around his knees and
maybe change the angle just enough.
I think it did.
And for the first time in about 3 weeks, the Colonials are in punt formation, standing at their own 16-yard line. Kelleher does the punting, gets a good snap, bounces a moonshot downfield. It hops around the Blue Devil 45, takes a Colonial bounce forward to about the 44, they say, and that's where the ball will be marked down. So Leominster, a great field position. First and 10, their own 44, coming left to right with 9:22 to play in the third quarter, still chasing just that original 8.
You know, we'll have to see that spark that they showed there in the latter half of the second quarter. You know, those 2 called back touchdowns, see if that can carry over here into the third quarter.
And here comes sophomore quarterback Caden Constant with Bryant Cordero behind him. In the pistol set, the snap and the give to Cordero. Cordero bounces it out to his left, then takes it vertical upfield, across the 45, and he's cut down around the 48-yard line. Goes for a gain of 6, 2nd and 4.
Good job by Cordero, getting some positive yards there. You know, he looks very similar to his number counterpart, Taylor Montague, only he's about a foot shorter. But upper body-wise, he's got that stocky build, but he just doesn't quite have the power in the legs that we're seeing coming from Montague.
Second down and 6 to go on the pistol set. Cordero got the fake give. Now Constant rolls out. He's running for his life toward the right sideline, and he's snared and brought down to the backfield.
That's just inexperience right there by Kate. He's got to learn to get rid of that ball. As soon as he's getting chased, he's got to realize he's out of the pocket and he can throw the ball downfield. Just got to look for the line of scrimmage and then heave it out of bounds, but that's just inexperience right there on Caden's part.
A loss of 10 on the play, and who's in from the linebacker spot with the snare? Tucker Montague.
Shocking.
And so Leominster faces a third down and long.
I got to give the defensive front 4 credit, though, from Shrewsbury. They were all over that, just chasing Constant right out there to the edge. Nowhere for him to go, and turned into a big loss.
3 receivers. Twins are tucked short to the right. One-on-one coverage wide to the left. The snap, and Constant's back to pass. Got some time. Unleashes one downfield, looking for Liam Curtin. In and out of his hands and incomplete. Curtin had his men beat downfield and could not bring it in, and he comes up jogging toward the sideline. Arm kind of carrying, or side carrying, a little strange there as Curtin comes toward the near sideline.
A little gingerly, but that's the first time that the wide receiver core for the Blue Devils have gotten free downfield. You know, they've ran that play a number of times. We've seen good coverage by Micah Spiegel for sure over here on this side, but had a chance to make a play right there.
And so Leominster faces a 4th down and long, and that sends Santi Rodriguez out to punt from his own 25. High snap, he's driven back to the 23, recovers and gets off his best punt in about 4 weeks, and it will be fair, caught, signaled for, and made there by A.J. Ham at the 38-yard line of the Colonials. Two great punts for Santi Rodriguez tonight. One of them was under complete duress in the first quarter, and then that one right there got driven back and was able to set his feet and drive a good high punt downfield.
Good job there, and he's showing some more experience. He came in with no experience to start the season. Came from
Converted
the soccer field,
player.
and he's doing a great job back there under a tough situation being put in that. It's not easy being a punter. You're back there on an island all by yourself.
No doubt about that. Here's a 1st and 10 for the Colonials. Their own 38 coming right to left. Shotgun empty set here, but the motion man was the wingman Morguera. He comes from that left wing, got the handoff, and slid down at around the 29-yard line, and Morguera is doubled over in pain. A flag is out at the end of the play as well. Morguera may have landed on the ball or got his knee tucked up underneath him. He's up on his own power and walking toward the sideline.
Looked like he was going to tuck and throw that ball too there as that play was developing, but broke down quickly over there in the corner. I have to see what the flag is, though.
Trainer out with Morguera, and they walk toward the bench on the sideline.
And it looks like they trying to see what they're holding.
Yeah, they've got holding against the Colonials, so it'll be a 10-yard penalty when enforced, and it'll be a 1st and 20. 7.5 to play here in the third quarter. 8-0 is the lead right now for the Colonials. They're looking to add to that lead, but since that first quarter, and that most explosive man in TJ Morguera just went injured to the sideline, Coach John Aloisi's club is looking for some other spark.
Yeah, it just feels like Shrewsbury should have more points than 8. They've been the offensive controller tonight, but Blue Devils doing a good job.
Two motion men, and now the snap and the give this time. First touch of the ball game, and driven back. There may have been a loose football. Leominster thinks they have it. It was Justin Toon on the carry. The officials converge. I've seen no signal. The signal, and the signal over there is indeed Leominster football.
Nice job.
We'll have to check the replay on Leominster TV. Joe Conlon is having a conversation as captain with Bob Bonsi as he comes up. Conlon may have been the one with the football. Hopefully we get a look at an angle as to who got at the bottom of the pile or who maybe separated Justin Toon on his first carry from the football. But nonetheless, it's Leominster ball in great field position, picking it up at the Colonial 19-yard line, going left to right.
And Leominster was in the backfield right from the onset of that handoff there, and that was going nowhere, and it resulted in the fumble at the end. Gang tackling. Good job by the Blue Devils.
So Caden Constant in a gun this time with two backs in the backfield. The snap and the give this time is for Bauer. Stop, check that Cordero. Cordero turns the right corner. He gets grabbed and taken down on the play. Short gain on the play. Give Cordero a gain of 1. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Coach Devin Gates sending the signals into his sophomore signal caller, Caden Constant.
This is the Blue Devils' opportunity right here to get something going.
Philbin and Cordero in the backfield. Constant the snap, give it to Cordero, try the left side this time. Now he turns his way upfield, breaks away from the pack. Forward goes Cordero, across the 10 and cut down, shy of the 5 at the 6-yard line. It is enough for a Leominster 1st down and goal to go.
Nice power run by Cordero, a little stiff arm at the end, couldn't get away, but put the defender on the ground, picked up a couple extra yards.
Leominster right back on the ball. Constant the snap, give it to Cordero. Cordero rolls off a first hit, throws a defender off of him, but now gang tackled right along the 5-yard line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 6.
Blue Devils trying to keep Shrewsbury from substituting here. They're running linemen in and out, trying to keep their linemen fresh, but Blue Devils doing a good job of keeping the Colonials on the field.
Under 6 minutes to play in the third quarter, an 8-0 lead for Shrewsbury right now. Leominster knocking on the door. Constant faked the give, kept it himself, stepped into the pile, and there was nowhere to go but down on that one. Might have lost a yard on the play. Perhaps they'll generously give him no gain. 3rd and goal from the 6-yard line.
Blue Devils got to find a way to punch this in here. Best opportunity of the game for them. Can't pass up these points.
No, not at all. As, of course, their best scoring drive prior to this resulted in 2 not-so-fast touchdowns that were brought back down off the board for varying reasons. 3rd and goal to go from the the 6-yard line. Constant looks at Coach Devin Gates for a series of signals. Now he'll step back toward his shotgun spot with Cordero standing to his right. The snap, fake the give. Now was going to snap a pass off to Gillott. That was blocked by a linebacker charging in, or perhaps a defensive end that closed the right side of the formation, and so he will have to march forward, that being Constant, across the 5-yard line.
Wisely, if he intended to throw that ball and he didn't, a great play by Constant there, but to pick something up. But it looked like that had a little wide receiver slant screen right there, but a lot of Colonials in the way of that pass. Good job by Constant to instantly audible to himself.
First 4th down attempt for the Blue Devils of the game.
They will go for it on 4th and goal from the 6. There was a collision by Constant and Cordero. And now a fumble picked up by Constant. Constant is improvising. He'll throw it downfield. It's deflected twice and then down incomplete. It almost found its way to Arlie Gillott. Credit Caden Constant. Improvisation has got to be that kid's middle name.
Yeah, and you know, I think he learned from the other play when he got sacked. You know, he's got to get rid of the ball. The sideline is not his friend when he's doing that. Just throw it up on 4th down. He made a really smart play right there, because interception or reception, you know, nothing good was going to come out of it if he runs out of bounds. So a good heads up there by Caden. Unfortunately, nothing good came out of it.
And so Leominster's best scoring opportunity of the night will fail, and it'll be 1st down and 10 to go for the Colonials from their own 6-yard line with the long field. 4:09 to play in the 3rd quarter. 8-0 Shrewsbury's lead.
The Blue Devils got to feel good about the way this half has gone here. Defense playing great, playing that field position game once again. Don't want to flip the field back to your own side of the 50, so we got to play some defense.
Official mark the 4-yard line. Colonials 1st and 10, their own 4. Here's the snap, under center, give to Montague. Montague was falling as he got the handoff across the 5 and will drop his knee down right about the 10-yard line. So give him a gain of 6 on the play, 2nd down and 4.
Big hole right there for Montague, but somebody got their hand out there, just I think got him by the shoe tops. We'll see on the replay here. Kind of got his feet tangled up, fortunately for the Blue Devils, because there was a nice hole there.
2nd down, 4 to go from their own 10-yard line. Now with some room to work thanks to Montague. Under center, Mills, snap, and the give this time, it's Montague again. Montague with some room off the right side with a block out in front with a big hole. He works his way forward across the 20 to 25 and cut down shy of the 30 and around the 27-yard line. A gain of 16 and lots of room for the Colonials to work with now.
Yeah, and great job by Montague staying with his blockers right there. He was surrounded by an army of blockers and using them to his advantage.
Defensive coordinator Kevin Murphy asks for the timeout there, and it is granted. Leominster's first timeout of the 2nd half charged. Trying to limit the damage here, if any, if the Colonials can string this drive together. Right now, Shrewsbury just that 8-0 lead, standing up on the only points they got. Their first play from scrimmage in the 1st half, and that's been it.
Well, first 2 plays, we saw a pretty 2-point conversion, but yeah, that one lightning play there, at 65-yarder, whatever it was, on that toss sweep, and Blue Devils have done a good job controlling that, not letting that happen again, but they're getting hurt up the middle. I tell you, it's tough to bring Montague down, and you know, he's a clock controller, and I think that's what the Colonials are playing right now, trying to limit possessions.
Coach Devin Gates spoke to Bob Bonsi there, wanted to find out what was going on. It was the last few ticks. In this case, the Leominster scoreboard actually has a timeout counter.
Guys, I'm looking, I'm like, wait a second, not last week all over again.
You can be easily fooled, but yes, that was the countdown for the timeout. You gotta love technology. 1st and 10 for the Colonials. They're gonna institute it. Flags fly and kill the play. The handoff went to Montague and was snuffed out. But the signal is procedure against Shrewsbury. It'll be a 5-yard penalty, sets up a 1st and 15.
why doesn't high school use a visual play clock?
The previous rules in the MIAA didn't allow for it when they had the college rules with modifications. They didn't have an appointed play clock. 'Cause think about it, you play at neutral sites, there are play clocks. The only time it was allowed is where? Gillette Stadium, where all the time was kept officially, you know, during those Super Bowl championships. But other than that, any other Super Bowls that have been played at other sites with play clocks, they never took advantage of.
Fitchburg State and stuff.
Now, Federation rules do allow for that provision. The state has to adopt it. The MIAA has not, except for in the case of those neutral site playoff games, i.e. Gillette Stadium for the Super Bowl.
I'd like to see high school stop modifying
Absolutely.
the scoreboards.
Put them up there. Let's see the play clock be open as well. Mills under center, the snap on 1st and 15 in the double wing. Rolls out to his right, throws down the right sideline. In and out of the hands of its intended receiver was Mike Bonolo, Kate.
After having completed his first 2 passes, Mills is 0 of 3 in his last 3 attempts.
3:14 to play in the third quarter, 8-0 Shrewsbury on top of Leominster. And the Colonials looking to string something together. 2nd down and 15 to go. Ball at the 23-yard line, middle of the field for the Colonials, going right to left, wearing the road color rush white. White top to bottom, save for the matte Vegas gold helmets with the blue face masks. Other than that, it's all trimmed in navy and Vegas gold for the Colonials. Under center, Mills in the double wing. Here's the snap, flip pitch to Morgara. Morgara come from that left halfback spot, works his way to the right corner and kind of ran out of angle as he went toward the 25-yard line. Gained back a small handful. It'll make it 3rd and a little more manageable at 3rd down and 12, officially marked at the 26-yard line.
I tell you, Blue Devils defense have done a nice job adjusting to that toss sweep, because when Morgara gets that ball, he's at full speed, and he gets that corner and sidelines his friend there. He's using it nicely, but Blue Devils doing a good job of sealing off that corner.
After Morgara had his first 2 touches to open up this ball game at 61 and 11 yards apiece, he's been held to less than 5 yards in his 4 additional carries. So a nice adjustment by the Blue Devil defense to be able to key off of Morgara when he touches the ball.
3rd and 12, and the motion man was Morgara. He got the handoff. Now it's the throwback to the quarterback, Mills. Mills makes the catch, crossing the 30-yard line, go 35, and cut down at the 39-yard line. That play was almost a disaster, but Morgara got the pass off, got over the top of the defender, got it in the hands of the quarterback, Clint Mills, and it gained 11.
You know, you could almost see that they were teasing that type of play in the first half. Everything going right, going right, going right. I thought it was going to result in a rollout by Mills eventually, and then maybe an open receiver in the flat. He gets the throwback. He had some blockers out there. Just a good job by the Blue Devils to catch up to that play.
Sets up a 4th down and 2 to go officially, and there's wholesale changes on the field. Punt squad out for the Colonials.
Colonials have been 0 of 2 on
Look who's
4th
in the
down.
middle of this, though. Watch out. They're not punting. They're not punting.
It's Kelleher standing at his own 24, gets the good snap. Punt is away. It's an end-over-ender.
No.
Stepping up at his muff. Luckily went back and was able to make the play on that one. 16 is Jonathan Gonzalez. Flag is out on the play. That could be kick-catch interference.
It could be.
If he signaled for the fair catch and was then touched, it would go down as kick-catch interference. The flag came with the back judge, who was downfield with the returner Gonzalez.
I tell you, Jonathan's lucky. He misjudged that a little bit. The ball was headed over his head, and you got to get out of the way when you can't catch it. But he's lucky that he turned around, that ball bounced right up to him.
It is kick-catch interference against the Colonials, so they'll tack that on at the end of the play for the Blue Devils, and will improve their starting field position.
Very fortunate right there.
So starting at the 35.5-yard line, and they're going to add that on there.
And they're starting the walk forward.
Looks like a 10-yarder.
Toward the 45, crossing the 45, now to midfield, and the ball will be placed down at the 49-yard line.
All right, so the side judge was fooled. He thought that was a 10-yard penalty. He was standing at the spot. The guy walked right by with the ball.
Umpire knew he was enforcing 15.
You gotta love that.
And so it's a 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. At the Colonial 49, puts them on the right side of midfield. Left to right go the Blue Devils here in quarter 3. Got 2:05 to play. On 1st down, the snap out of the gun. Constant rolls out, throws toward the sideline, and it is caught along the right boundary there in the hands of Arlie Gillot. Durkin was there underneath. It's a gain of 11 for Gillot, who got the toe tap down going into the boundary.
Nice to see Ali using those hands here on offense. Get a good look at it. Yeah,
Durkin
wow.
almost blew up that entire play
Blue
underneath. But not only did Galat make the catch, but he got the toe in, and you could see a little green between the boundary. Great look at it from LTV as well. On first down and 10, this time the give was for Cordero, and Cordero straight up the middle of the field, crossing the Colonial 35, down to the 33-yard line. It goes for a gain of 6, 2nd and 4.
Now, clarify me, 1 foot down or 2 feet down?
1 foot.
Okay.
1 foot in both high
I thought
school
that's what I
and
saw was 1 foot.
college rules.
I
Yep.
thought they changed the college rule to 2.
Nope,
Still
just one.
Okay.
Still 1 foot. Yep.
That is
That was a great play then.
third reception for our Legalottis. Had receptions for 14, 36, and that one for 11 yards.
It was
tonight.
nice to see the official get it right.
Yes, it was. He was right on the play as well.
Absolutely.
2nd and 4, shotgun snap for Constant. Constant with a little speed sweep off the edge, keeps it himself, and he rushes his way to the 30-yard line and down. And he'll bring the Blue Devils within a yard, maybe 2 of the first down. It'll be 3rd and short.
You know, quick observation, entire third quarter has been played on the Shrewsbury Colonial side of the field here. Fortunately, the Blue Devils haven't been able to take advantage of it other than just being able to use this field position to their advantage for control.
3rd and short, pistol set here for Constant. Cordero stands behind him. He's got twins short into the boundary right. Give it to Cordero. Cordero follows those twin blockers out to the right. He's got first down yardage across the 30, shy of the 25 of the 27-yard line, and it goes for a gain of 5.
Nice job. Montague is in the backfield there. Almost got him with an ankle tackle, but good job by Cordero there to high step out of it and get that first down.
And the clock winds down under 40 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. And an 8-0 Shrewsbury lead. Leominster knocking on the door and threatening to get in the ball game once again. Pistol set. Cordero stands behind Constant. A receiver to either side. Here's the snap. Give it this time for Cordero. And Cordero off the right side has to step over some down blockers and defenders, crossing the 25 to the 24, maybe the 23-yard line. Gain of 2, maybe 3 on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Stepping over and running over. Jack Foley taking him head on right there. Good camo work right there.
That's Jack Selly down on the sideline and
Cordero.
right into your living room on
Right
the
at us,
sideline.
fighting through that.
As the 3rd quarter winds
job.
to an end, through 3 quarters from historic Doyle Field on homecoming Saturday. It's Shrewsbury 8 and Leominster nothing. The teams change ends. The all-important 4th and final quarter when we come back. This is Leominster football on the K-Zone. Bonus coverage for those of you joining us on Leominster TV. We thank all of those great volunteers, led by Bradley Bedard, their sports director, and a great truck crew out here tonight. Jack Selly with the looks down on the sideline. Bradley's got camera high. I know Jane Pascoe's in the truck, Keith DePerry, and a host of others. We thank all of you, the great volunteers of Leominster TV, for bringing this great action to the community on Comcast, Verizon, streaming at Leominster.tv, and I know Executive Director Carl Pemerini back in studio, making sure Facebook Live is up for the community as well. The Blue Devil Nation all across the world joining us tonight via Facebook Live. We say hello to all of you out there. We also want to thank the great underwriters of Leominster football on Leominster TV. Medical Arts Hearing Instruments, the Il Camino restaurant, had some great chicken piccata and saw some great fans of Leominster football over there, as well as ADJ Costa from Shrewsbury at the Il Camino before coming over to Doyle Field tonight. And MP Crowley Company Incorporated. We thank all of you for your support and making this great sports programming possible on Leominster TV. And we welcome you back, joining us here on the K-Zone as we start the 4th quarter. Leominster goes right to left. 2nd down and 8 to go. Constant back to pass. Floats a pass downfield toward the end zone. Galat with the jump ball. He makes the catch at the doorstep into the end zone, but there is a flag out on the 1-yard line. Is it a Blue Devil touchdown on a 23-yard pitch and catch, or is it coming back? If it is, it's the 3rd time Leominster has been in the red zone and lost a touchdown tonight. We await the signal from crew chief Bob Bonsi. The back judge had the signal. It would have to be a push-off if it's to go against Leominster.
Looks like it's going to be offensive pass interference.
Pass interference is the signal. It is against Leominster. And another one of Leominster's great plays of the season, blown up by officiating. Head coach Devin Gates is irate, and rightly so, on the near sideline.
As well he should be. You know, the official that threw that flag was 40 yards on the opposite side of the field. The official in the corner on top of the play kept his flag in his pocket. Just an unfortunate call from an official that was close to 30 yards away.
It is absolutely mind-defying that every big play Leominster has made tonight has had a flag on it.
Yeah, keep your
they
flag
were
in your
hand
pocket.
jockeying on both sides. The defender fell down. Galat made the catch. There was no push-off on that play.
Reached over him. Good play by Galat.
Touchdown down off the board. Enforced the penalty. Handoff on second and long to Justice Reynolds. Reynolds keeps the legs churning. He crosses the 30, the 25, go 20, and he's hauled down on the play. And here comes that galvanizing effect as the crowd gets behind the Blue Devils and the team starts to coalesce behind. They're fighting not only the Colonials, but the men wearing stripes as well.
Well, it feels like it. You know, it's almost like Shrewsbury has a 12th man on the field wearing stripes, but see if the Blue Devils can rise up.
Constant on second down and short. Back to pass. Looks to that same corner of the end zone. This one overthrown. Gillott was tackled in the end zone. And no flags out on that play as the pass will fall incomplete.
Yeah, you know, Constant would love to get the ball to Gillott there after the way that last play went. He definitely had one taken away from him. Wouldn't be surprised to see him go back to him again here on third down. But got to pick up this first down right here. You can't be too fixated on what happened 2 plays ago.
And Leominster continues to build. Third down, 2 to go. They need to move the football to the 15-yard line of the Colonials from right to left for a first down. Shotgun snap for Constant. Give it to Cordero. Block set up. Cordero batters his way forward.
Forward motion first
And they say it is a first down. It's a first down for the Blue Devils. They'll reset the sticks with 11-12 to play in the fourth quarter. And Leominster desperately trying to get a clean play and get on the scoreboard.
I'll tell you, Cordero's the 34 that's taking over the second half of the game right now, and he's doing a great job controlling the offense.
Constant in a pistol. The snap, give it to Cordero. Cordero takes it out to the right this time, and he gets run off the play at the 15-yard line. He'll lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
Once again, the Colonials front four right there. And I'm going to tell you, 66, Cade Nelson, he's been on a lot of plays. They're running in and out. We got a flag.
And there is a flag out at the end of the play. Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Where's that coming from? Both sides?
And Coach Devin Gates is still screaming over off the near sideline, and rightly so.
And the
Not
officials
sure what
said
happened.
something there.
The Leominster coaching staff is beside themselves. But a 15-yard penalty will be enforced against the Blue Devils. Bob Bonsi's crew here may be a bit out of control at this point in time.
And that was Bonsi, I believe, that threw that flag.
It was him.
Something set him off there during the dead ball period, but things are not going well. Just when Blue Devils start cranking it up, officials find a way to slow them down.
Question from the center.
Anthony
for
Tossi,
Leominster.
he ran back to talk to Bob Bonsi. I believe Tossi, one of the captains, he was one of the first captains named under Coach Devin Gates. Play action fake for Constant. He floats downfield. There is a flag out at the 10-yard line, and it did come out fast. They say it was a jersey grab. What a surprise.
Makeup call right there.
What a surprise.
You talk about a makeup
He
call.
may have been holding
Oh, my
that
God.
flag on the
He had it in his hand when the play started. I really do. I mean, you know, you gotta call it like you see it, and this is just getting a little out of hand right now.
I have to say, not since the
I'm sorry.
WWE and Vince McMahon have I seen, stripes, inventing the game as you go. But that is going to go down as pass interference.
But unfortunately, it's not going to lead to a first down because it's going to be a mark-off, and it was forever because of the personal fouls. So we'll have to see where we end up here, but it's still going to be second or third down and fairly long yardage.
So they'll enforce it from the previous spot, and now the walk-off brings the ball back toward the 15-yard line, which puts it in the neighborhood of having undone what was done on the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. And so it'll go back to second down and about 12 this time. Leominster needs to move the football for a first and goal to the 4-yard line of the Colonials from right to left. 10.5 to play here in the fourth, chasing 8. Snap, give it to Cordero. Cordero Darrow turns left up the field inside the tackle, and forward he goes to the 10-yard line.
Now you have a very interesting situation because it's going to be 3rd down and about 7 to go for the Blue Devils in this one, and this is an incredibly important 3rd down that they need to convert. I'm sure they'll go for it on 4th as well, but better get it now than later.
Yeah, absolutely, they need it. It'll be about 8 yards they need. The snap out of the gun. Constant double move. He's swarmed and he's taken down. Sack in the backfield, back across the 15-yard line. Defense fired up there for the Colonials. Rocco Regani got off of the defensive line, got into the backfield, and brought down Constant.
Constant looking for Galot, trying to get him that makeup pass to get him that touchdown, but Colonials defense just giving Constant no time to look up and pick his receiver out downfield. Kind of surprised he went for a pass play there on short yardage on 3rd down. I would have loved to have seen him pound Cordero twice up into the line to try to pick up that 1st down.
Now, both teams have gone for it on 4th down tonight. Shrewsbury is 0 for 2. Leominster 0 for 1 on this one, but clearly going for it on 4th down here.
Now 4th down and long they face. Here's the shotgun snap. 4 receivers in the formation. Up the seam, they look for Darian O'Brien. O'Brien inside the defender, makes the catch in the end zone. No flags out on the play. It's an 18-yard touchdown for Constant to Darian O'Brien, the tight end, and it puts Leominster on the board. Finally.
And we've seen him run that similar play before, running down them hash marks, just little in route there, but nice job by Caden Constance to give him the ball in stride.
Now comes an even more important aspect, the PAT. They have to go for 2 because they need to stay stride for stride. So the Leominster coaching staff is going to need to talk about
and
this.
Coach Devin Gates grabs that timeout, but you see the electricity in the Leominster offense. Their second charge timeout of the second half comes here in the 4th quarter. 8-6. Shrewsbury's lead is 2, and the point after attempt, 2 points coming up here. You can see Coach Devin Gates talking to the team there. Good time for a check of the time and temperature. It's brought to you by Chapdelaine Truck Center, selling and servicing commercial trucks since 1969. Chapdelaine has the best selection of pre-owned and commercial trucks, period. Stop by Route 2A in Lunenburg or online at chaptruck.com. 40 degrees, make it 44 degrees under clear skies. Feels like 42 out there with the wind chill factor. 8:33 on a Saturday night. Homecoming here at historic Doyle Field. What a treat of a game we've been treated to here tonight. A great battle between 2 schools that desperately need this victory, and they've been battling like they need it, like it's the last of the last that they'll ever play.
Well, they know that they're playing to survive here the rest of this season and still have a glimmer of hope to be able to play beyond game 8 and games that can mean something on the way to Gillette. But biggest play right here.
Huge 4th down play.
Huge 2-point conversion. Right, yes, huge.
All right, Leominster sends out 3 receivers in the formation, make it 4. They've got a bunch formation out to the right. It's a shotgun snap, rolling out, hit as he throws, looking for Darian O'Brien. It was Constant. He rushed it from like a 3-quarter throw, little sidearm action, and did not find his target. 2-point conversion, no good. 9:04 to play in the 4th, 8-6, Shrewsbury on top of Leominster. We got more to come. This is Leominster football on the K-Zone. Bonus coverage for those of you joining us on Leominster TV tonight. You've bared witness to everything that has happened in this football game. Coulda, woulda, shouldas, and didn't is pretty much been the story for Leominster, but they were able to strike, get a clean play on the board, and put 6 points up and get themselves within 2.
Yeah, and they're 1 play away from taking a lead and winning this game, and Shrewsbury's fallen into their first 5-game habit, giving up second-half leads. They haven't given this one up yet, but they haven't scored in the second half, and Blue Devils are outplaying them here in the second half, and they can't wait to get their hands back on the ball.
To historic Doyle Field on a homecoming Saturday night. 8-6 Shrewsbury's lead. Ball on the tee, 40-yard line at our right. Rodriguez on the approach, and he will boom this one downfield. It will be returned by Morgera from his 7-yard line, changing angle from right to left. He crosses on the left side of the field at the 20, and he's cut down shy of the 25, around the the 23. It'll be a 1st and 10 for the Colonials. Their own 23-yard line coming left to right. 8:58 to play in the 4th quarter. 8-6. Shrewsbury on top of Leominster.
And it looks like that energy's flowed right through to Rodriguez, because that's one of the best kickoffs we've seen him have all year, and just boom that down. Once again, field position becoming very important right here. On the Shrewsbury side of midfield, again, we'll have to see if the Blue Devils can keep the play over there.
Leominster's mid-game adjustments brought to you by Whitman and Bingham Associates. Civil engineering, land surveying, and environmental planning at its finest for residential, commercial, and industrial projects. Offices in Leominster and Chelmsford. More online, whitmanbingham.com. Experiences in the name, Whitman and Bingham Associates.
Nice job right
Fake
there. Montague on the carry, no gain. Looks like about a 4-yard loss.
And Kyle Philbin in with the defensive play, comes up ecstatic, trying to pump the crowd up and bring the Blue Devil Nation along with him.
Got him around the shoulder pads there and took him right down to the ground. Give him credit with about a 3-yard loss, going to be 2nd and 13. But once again, Blue Devils have risen to the occasion here in the second half, but still got 8.5 more minutes to play in this game. See if they can maintain this momentum.
The 3-yard loss on the play brings up a 2nd and 13. Colonials snapping from just in front of their own 20-yard line, going left to right. Double wing set. Mills the snap. Back to pass. Throws screen back into the line. It's a ground ball. Incomplete. Kelleher was his intended receiver.
Taking a look out there, yeah, there might have been a receiver hidden out there somewhere. A lot of linemen, but that was basically a pass to nowhere.
This would be huge here for the Blue Devils to force Shrewsbury to go 3 and out deep in their own territory to be able to play field position game, because Leominster right now with only 1 timeout remaining and Shrewsbury with all 3 of theirs here in the second half. So the clock right now, not the Blue Devils' friend. They need to get this 3 and out right here so that they can get field position and then move that ball right back downfield.
8:10 to play in the 4th quarter. 8-6 Shrewsbury's lead. Clint Mills in from the sideline with the play. He'll walk to the line in a double wing set. Montague the back in the backfield. Under center Mills. Sends Morgera in motion. Mills, a 7-step drop, now rolling out to his right. Keeping the play alive. He's hanging out there. Squares, throws back across the grain, middle of the field. Wide open, the pass is caught, and down to the ground it comes in the hands of Mike Bonolo on a gain of 14.
Nice job right there by Mills, keeping that play alive. Not much of a rush by the Blue Devils, trying to play more against the run roll out there, but good job by Mills to find Bonello back across the middle of the field. He needed 13, he picked up 14.
Under 8 to play here in the 4th quarter. Leominster's defense fails to stand up on 3rd down, so the drive continues for the Colonials. Double wing set, 1st and 10 from their own 36, coming left to right. The snap for Mills. Mills gives it to Montague. Montague with some room, slices into the defense, across the 40 to the 45-yard line, gains 8, maybe 9 on that 1st down.
That's what we saw Montague doing there in the first half, helping set up that Shrewsbury ball control offense.
With that is Montague's 15th carry. He has 68 yards rushing. His long ones for 16. He's averaging 4.5 yards per rush right now. The most productive of the rushing core. Morgera has a few more yards, but only 6 touches on the night.
Talk about productive or unproductive. The most productive players on the Blue Devil sideline here, Philbin being worked on, not out there on defense.
Under center, Mills in the double wing. Morgera, the motion man, comes from left to right. Snap, give it to Montague. Montague steps back across the grain and got snared and taken down. It looked like Anthony Tossi, and it was. Jersey all bunched up there, but he got to the bottom of the pile and brought down Montague on that play, across the 45 at the 46-yard line, but it was enough for a Colonial 1st down. 1st and 10, the Colonials, 46.5-yard line going left to right.
Quick follow-up on Philbin. Kyle Philbin, he's over here being stretched out. Looks like he's cramping up a little bit, trying to work on his calf or his quads, and hopefully he'll be back in the game shortly. He's a key member of that defensive front 7.
Shortening the game using that 40-second play clock. We wind under 6.5 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter, and 8-6 is the Colonial lead. As Kate mentioned moments ago, time is definitely on their side. 1st and 10 from their own 46.5 half, middle of the field. Defense was showing blitz, the snap, the give went straight into the middle of the field with Montague, and Montague continues to find room in the defense across midfield to the Blue Devil 48-yard line.
It looked like he was stopped 2 times at least, about a yard in, about 3 yards in. Somehow he finds a way to pick up 5.
We welcome those of you joining us on AM 1280, 105.3 FM, and WPKZstream.com out there across the sources of the K-Zone, and also with our partners at Leominster TV, Comcast, Verizon, and out there at Leominster.tv streaming and streaming live worldwide, Facebook Live. Lots of people checking in with us there. We thank you all so much for your support and being a part of this one. If you're just joining us, hang in there. Great finish expected here from Doyle Field. 2nd down and 4. Mills from the Blue Devil 48. The double wing snap. The give went into the middle of the pile once again, and it was, look who else, Montague on the carry, carries the water for no gain on the play.
Joe Conlon there busting through the offensive block and just kind of disrupt that play a little bit. Trip up Montague just enough for him to be taken down. Short gain.
I'll say it again here. Blue Devils defense needs to make a stand on 3rd down. They need to get this ball back, and the farther they let Shrewsbury's offense get into their territory, the more difficult they are going to make it for their own offense. So right now, with 3rd and about 3.5 to go, the Blue Devils defense is desperate for a stand.
4:40 to play in the 4th quarter. 3rd down from the Blue Devil 46, middle of the field for the Colonials. The snap, sweet pitch to the motion man Morguera, turns the corner, eludes one defender, then another. He's got 1st down yardage across the 40-yard line and pulled down at the 37. It's TJ Morguera with a gain of 11. He's come up with every play the Colonials have needed tonight.
And you can almost feel that play developing, but you feel helpless because you can't do anything about it. He's got such cut back speed that all he finds is a little hole. He's been successful frequently tonight. You know, he had that big run. You know, Kate mentioned he's been bottled up somewhat, but seems to get that big yard or 5 yards when the Colonials need it.
Jim Remy watching in Vermont tonight says hello to all of those out there in Blue Devil Nation. We say hello to you, Jim Remy, as well, enjoying the countryside up there in Vermont. On 1st down and 10, double wing set under center. It's Mills, checks a man in motion. It's Branson Lee, switches from right side of formation to left. Bonolo goes in motion. The snap, put it in the hands of Montague. Montague takes it off the left side of center, cuts his way across the 35 to about the 32-yard line.
Danny Cabrera in on the tackle that time. Good job taking Montague down after a short gain.
Officially goes for a gain of 4, 2nd down and 6. 3.5 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter, and Leominster's defense trying to find the stop that will give their offense one more opportunity.
And unfortunately, right now, Shrewsbury about getting ready to run their 9th play of this drive. They already have 3 first downs, and I know I keep repeating myself, the Blue Devils cannot have this continue. This drive started with 8:58 remaining in the quarter. Not good right now.
Almost 5 minutes have come off the clock. Under center, Mills sets his line down. 2-back split in the backfield. Montague once again continues across the 30 this time to the 28. And he'll put himself within 3 yards of a 1st down, bringing up another seemingly do-or-die 3rd down for the Blue Devils. 3rd and 3 to go for the Colonials. They need to move the ball left to right to the Blue Devil 26-yard line for a 1st down.
Yeah, and knowing the way the 40-second clock's been used up by the Shrewsbury offense and the fact that Blue Devils only have 1 timeout, Kate's been on that. Shrewsbury's 1 1st down away from winning this ball game right now. This is, right here, 3rd down and 4th down. They move these sticks. I think the ball game's going to be over.
Confusion for Coach Aloisi's coaching staff as they brought Mills back and forth a couple of times like a yo-yo.
They know.
They got the play in.
They know this is game-winning situation right here.
3rd down and 2 to go. Hard count. The defense crossed the neutral zone. Did the offense flinch first?
That would be fortuitous.
An important moment,
Offside.
and no is the signal. It'll be encroachment against Leominster. They'll enforce 5 yards. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and that may be all she wrote.
Yeah, if I'm doing some quick math, 3:40s is 120 seconds. We got 129 seconds on the clock. We got a timeout in there. It's going to be close, but I think it's kneel down time here for Shrewsbury.
Leominster's offense may not get to step back out onto the field. Power player of the second half, driven by Daewoo North Superstore in Lunenburg. Shop Daewoo North's virtual showroom of used cars, trucks, and SUVs online at daewoosuperstore.com. Daewoo North Superstore. Find the perfect car you deserve, priced to fit your budget. And Leominster will take their final timeout of the second half, stopping the clock with 1:57 to play here in the fourth quarter. Our Daewoo North Superstore power player of the second half, I think it's got to be Tucker Montague. He's been the guy that just play after play after play has just battered the Blue Devil defense.
Yeah, I've been impressed with him. You know, he doesn't have the stats, but he's really carried that offense when they needed those tough yards. Yeah, we've seen Morgera get some big first downs, you know, with that touchdown tossed in to start the game. But it's really been the Montague game and up the middle, too. Tough yards for the most part.
And how about our play of the day? It's brought to you by Viola's Fitchburg Tire and Service, a family-run business selling most major tire brands since 1964, offering their truly unique free summer to winter tire storage online at fitchburgtire.com. Viola's Fitchburg Tire and Service, where the price we quote is the price you pay. We'll have that Viola's Fitchburg Tire and Service play of the day in a moment. But first, out of the Blue Devil timeout, 1st and 10 for the Colonials from the Blue Devil 25. Double wing set, the snap and the give off the left side of the formation goes Montague again, and forward he battles across the 20 to about the 18-yard line, picks up 5. 2nd down and 5. Play of the day for Viola's Fitchburg Tire and Service goes all the way back to the first offensive play from scrimmage for the Colonials. It was a T.J. Morgera run-around end for a touchdown of 60-plus yards. That's our play of the day, brought to you by Viola's Fitchburg Tire and Service.
Well, toss in an audible mention to that tricky two-point conversion, which looks like it's going to be the game winner right now. I'm not sure if Blue Devil's going to get the ball back.
Double split here behind Mills. Tight bunch formation with the single wing. The snap, and it's Montague again. It's not pretty, it's not flashy, but it is certainly effective as he marches it forward just 2 yards, and we'll take more time off the clock as we go under a minute here in the fourth quarter.
That's his 22nd carry. He's up to 92 yards, Bill Thomas.
And we're going to see one more offensive play, and I'm predicting the
Montague again.
Victory formation. Why risk a fumble? Because we're going to have a 40-second clock. The snap's going to come with under 30. They don't have to run a play of any significance here. Just kneel down, and I think Shrewsbury knows that.
High school football on the K-Zone, brought to you by Rollstone Bank and Trust, Garapi Furniture and Mattress Center, Rhino Linings of Leominster, Bolton Orchards, and Woodcomb Insurance.
There they are.
There's that victory formation Bill Thomas mentioned. Mills under center, drop the knee right down, and the final 22 seconds will come off the board. And once again, another game where Leominster will look back and go, what could have been? This time, the what could have been is going to be pointing to a couple of questionable flags that brought touchdowns off the board, a missed play, not able to make a catch in the end zone. There's at least 2 touchdowns that could have been that weren't, and that's the difference in this football game as the final ticks come off the board. Shrewsbury survives with just 1 score on their first play from scrimmage and then a follow-up 2-point conversion. They are 8-6 winners, taking homecoming from Leominster on a Saturday night.
Yeah, you know, and I think when we look back on the way this game played out, I know Leominster had a couple of touchdowns taken off the board. They did find a way to score, and when you look back, we don't know if either one of those first touchdowns could have changed the outcome of the game, if they could have converted after that, but the fact of the matter is Shrewsbury converted on their 2-point conversion after their score. The Blue Devils didn't, and that's the difference in the ball game tonight.
High school football on the K-Zone, brought to you by Leominster Credit Union, Troy Hebert Construction, High Country Workwear, and Acme Carpet One. Leominster High School football on the K-Zone, brought to you by North End Subaru, Whitman and Bingham Associates, and Chapdelaine Truck Center. We thank you all so much for your support of Leominster High School football throughout the season. 8-6, Shrewsbury over Leominster is the final. For those of you joining us on Leominster TV, Leominster.tv or Facebook Live, we say thank you so much for you. We thank all of the great volunteers of Leominster TV that brought you this fantastic coverage tonight. The Live Coaches Corner, Monday night on Leominster TV, right back at it on Monday night, October the 21st. 6 6 o'clock on Leominster TV. Coach Devin Gates and myself will recap this one, talk about the rest of the season to come. So for now, for those of you joining us on Leominster TV, for Billy, Kate, I'm Todd. We say thank you so much for joining us. It's your time now to flip on your radios. AM 1280, 105.3 FM, WPKZstream.com. Full post-game extra next. Until next time, for those of you on Leominster TV, so long. Post-game coverage on the radio coming your way right now. This is Leominster football on the K-Zone.